The following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Sylacauga Aggies play right here. Welcome to the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network and the Star Physical Therapy pregame show, sponsored in part by Alta Point, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Allen Oil Company, Star Physical Therapy, Marble City Pharmacy, Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, Toyota of Sylacauga, Wright Tire and Service, Central Alabama Community College, State Farm agent Albia Steers, La Costa Mexican Restaurant, Edward Jones agent Jesse Gum, Alabama District 33 State Representative Ben Robbins, Donahue Physical Therapy, Sylacauga Chamber of Commerce, Coosa Valley Recycling, Another Level Cards, Amya, Van Sant Hardware, Sycamore Federal Credit Union, Wharf Casual Seafood, Fair to Midland Gifts and Boutiques, Broadway Spinal Care, First Bank of Alabama, and Sylacauga Pediatrics.
Welcome courtside to Douglas Martin Court. Jeremy Law and Alex Bauman with you tonight. Sylacauga, the girls, to start things off, taking on the Cornerstone Eagles tonight. Alex Bauman, these two teams met 2 weeks ago. The Eagles came out of that one victorious by an 8-point margin. The Lady Aggies looking to get a win and get that one back here at home over Cornerstone.
Two teams, Sylacauga last week going to Heflin Thanksgiving tournament, finishing the runner-up, beating Otahatchee and Woodland, and then losing to Bremen of Georgia in the championship. But that was a good showing for the Sylacauga Aggies, and Cornerstone only having 2 wins on the season, sitting at 2-7, one of those being the Sylacauga Aggies. It's apparent since that matchup these teams have gone in 2 different directions, Sylacauga trending upward where Cornerstone has struggled.
The Aggies coming off a really good performance, as you mentioned, Alex, last week in the Heflin Thanksgiving tournament. 2-1 in that tournament, lost in the championship game to a really good Bremen, Georgia team. 2 great performances, dominated Ohatchee, dominated Woodland. And it was good to see the Lady Aggies bounce back after a tough Friday night prior against the Winterboro Lady Bulldogs. As you still have Cornerstone warming up. This was scheduled to be a 6 o'clock tip-off here at Douglas Martin Court, as the Lady Aggies already out of their pregame warm-ups as Cornerstone's on the left side of the floor. Lady Aggies, you've seen flashes, you've seen potential. I think they need to put 4 full quarters together, protect the basketball a little more. And I think they can rely on some of the outside shooting skills, the Cannon twins, and really they haven't been bad defensively. They can really hang their hat there. That's what they've
really done under Victor Smith, is hang their hat defensively. They struggled in games under Coach Smith, but they have the talent. Getting Malaya Bryant back is going to be huge for them. She was talented last year, brought a good boost off the bench, and getting her back is the understatement of the year for the Aggies.
Thought we may get the starting lineups here before this game, but don't think we will. Call it out over the PA, but starters for the Lady Aggies, you got Swain, Harvell, Cannon, and Nyla Nelson on the floor. You can't just say Harvell. It's Jacqueline Harvell, the twin, on the floor. As we're set to get things started here live from the Allen Brew Market scoring table, this is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, the official broadcast partner of Sylacauga Athletics. Lady Aggies will be in white, trimmed in red. Cornerstone in navy blue, trimmed in red. Red numbers trimmed in white. As we're finally moments away from getting this started, varsity boys will come up right after this game, 10 minutes after. That game will also be on the radio home of the Aggie Sports Network, Mix 106.5. the referees doing their best Tom Brady impression, Alex Bauman, deflating these basketballs before the game. There's a little less bounce in that one as we'll finally get things underway. Only the second time the Lady Aggies have played at Douglas Martin Court early in this season. They've been road warriors through about 2.5 weeks. As Paisley Swain in the circle for the Aggies. The jump goes in the air. Cornerstone wins it underneath the bucket. Layup, a quick one, good. As Cornerstone takes an early 2-0 lead with Isla McGraw. Harville outside of the circle. The Aggies fire it cross court. Kaylin Cannon, step back three off the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, and they lost it. And Cornerstone running the other way. Nyla Nelson nearly came up with a steal. They've trapped her near the Sylacauga sideline as they'll get it back underneath the basket. As Cornerstone going to have possession on the far side, and a quick foul called on the Aggies.
Previous possession, pretty good for Sylacauga getting that corner three-point shot, but with the way that Cornerstone's going to play them, you want to attack the paint, kind of what the boys will do, and kick out for that three-point shot.
From the wing, three up, no good. Harville, her second rebound, one offensive, one defensive here early in the ball game. Feed it into the corner to Nelson. The pass off her hands ends up out of bounds, and the Lady Aggies turn it over. Trailing 2-0 with 7:11 to go in the first quarter. Cornerstone Schools of Alabama from Birmingham. Three up, short, it was a two up short, and then a jump ball underneath the bucket. Underneath, the Aggies going to get a reset after an offensive rebound. Cannon out beyond the arc. Nyla Nelson working outside of the circle. Left wing, three up, no good. That's a loose ball down on the floor, controlled by Cornerstone, and now a breakaway to the bucket. Aiden McGraw looking for the second bucket of the game. Didn't get it to drop, but she will go to the free throw line, Alex, to shoot two.
Jacqueline Harville has done a great job on the boards for these girls. Got 3 early rebounds. She's attacking down low. But offensively, you got to attack the basket if you're the Aggies. Too much outside the perimeter. Have to attack that defense and make them work.
First free throw, no good. She got the second to drop. Still a one-possession game here early first quarter. As we are able to get the clock on the scoreboard for you tonight. Nyla Nelson. And the Aggies trying to get inside of this Cornerstone zone as you see them rotate side to side. Driving to the right wing was Patterson. Back to Nelson. The Aggies trying to get inside of that zone. Cannon calling for it down low. Now Kaylin on the wing. The runner got it. Little pull-up jump shot from 8 feet, and the Aggies have cut the lead 3-2. They'll get a steal in the backcourt. Acacia Patterson will come up with it. Gets it off to Cannon, who just made the bucket. Skip pass down low. Back off. Kaylin, three ball, good.
You can tell already who's going to have the hot hand tonight. Kaylin Cannon with 5 straight points.
Okay, good. Come on, Casey, be ready. Good job.
And a turnover on the play. So the Aggies offense back-to-back possessions and 5 points from Kaylin Cannon. 5-3, Aggies with a 2-point lead. wearing white on the right side of the floor. Cannon again wants another one. This one a tad too strong. And the board cleared by Cornerstone. Into the front court the Eagles go. Kai Fincher skipping it right side. Turnaround off the backboard and good. Nice touch off the window. We're tied at 5. Patterson works it across. Cannon back to Patterson at the top. Tries to drive past the defense. Got stuck in the air. Had to fling one off the backboard. Should have been a foul. Haley Cannon should be at the free throw line shooting 2. Instead, it's a missed shot, and Cornerstone gets the rebound.
I like the idea, though, driving to the basket, penetrating the basket.
Coach Victor Smith wants that foul call. Probably should have been a foul call. As the Aggies will bring in a substitution here midway through the first quarter. For the Lady Aggies, that's Alana Williams. They get it into Fincher after the foul. Fincher, left elbow jumper, no good, and the offensive rebound snatched away by Haley Cannon, and Kalen will bring it up.
Swing it.
Right side, 3 up for the Lady Aggies, rattling it home.
That's who they've been missing all year long. Malaya Bryant last year was such a good spark for them, and she shows it right there.
Rebound, good job.
8 feet, shot short, might have been deflected. Back to the top of the key with Gary running down the lane. Great defense. The Aggies able to force a tough shot. Alana Williams, and the Aggies will push it ahead the other way, leading at 8-5. In the corner, Bryant again, this time short. It was a deep 3 from the corner. Offensive board, Cannon, step back 3, no good. Offensive board, put back, turnaround, good. How about Alana Williams right off the bench, an offensive rebound, and gets the bucket to drop.
And the block on the other end. She comes in immediate impact, just like Malaya Bryant.
Fincher takes a high screen, running down the lane, leaves the lay-in short. The putback, though, off her own miss is good. And now, after the first 3 minutes, felt kind of stale. Both these teams going back and forth. Shot missed by the Aggies, pushing it ahead the other way. Layup rolls off the rim, no good. Another rebound by Williams, and the Aggies will push, and we're fouled. Just lost it out of bounds. Bryant couldn't get across the timeline. Driving, losing it. The Aggies have it. Patterson looking for Bryant, front court. Her pass deflected. Cornerstone able to get it back. The Aggies with possession, a 10-7 ball game. Cannon to Bryant. They'll work it around the arc. From the top, Patterson wants a 3. Off the side of the rim, no. And you'll get a tie-up and a jump ball with the possession arrow favoring Cornerstone.
Well, you can see early Cornerstone's daring Sylacauga to shoot those three-pointers, and the Aggies have made a couple, but they're not shooting it with they should have below 30% with what I've got right now.
Left side, 15-foot jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound, pushing it back up, no. Rebound is tapped up, out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Cornerstone on this end.
A lot of Aggies just standing around and watching that ball go up rather than boxing out someone, and it's led to a couple second chance points for the Eagles.
runner? No, by McGraw, who has 3 points here in the first quarter. Minute 45 to go in the first. Cannon step back. No, the Aggies not afraid to shoot it from deep, but they've hit 2 here in the first quarter. Running ahead, Gary, the pass off and out of bounds and last touched by the Aggies. It was either Patterson or Charles. They got a hand on it. As Haley Cannon will check in.
You have to love the confidence the Aggies have shooting the basketball, but at some point you have to realize that maybe the three-pointer's not there tonight. Take that extra step or two in, shoot the mid-range, or try to drive to the basket.
Great defense by Sanaya Charles. Forces a jump ball. 18-7.
Back up, basket. There, make it hard to see over. Don't reach across the line. Make it hard to see.
10-7 Aggies with the lead. Here early. Fincher underneath, just a good move. Got underneath Cannon and brings the Eagles back within 1. Three up, no. And the Aggies fouled after an offensive rebound, trying to put it back up. It'll be Keisha Patterson to the stripe.
That's what you like to see from your players. Acacia Patterson misses that three-pointer, and rather than hanging her head or running back defensively, she tries to make it for her miss and gets the steal.
First free throw, no good. 10-9, Lady Aggies on top with 63 seconds left in the first. Under 60 seconds to go, and then a travel on the drive. We'll bring it back the other direction. The Aggies with an 11-9 lead with 54.5 to go. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, the official broadcast partner of Sylacauga Athletics. Cannon down the lane, layup good. Good transition offense as we force a steal on the other side. Loose ball picked up by Patterson. Got bumped, turned around jumper, however, no good. The Aggies lead at 13-9 with 33 seconds to go. Cannon in a 2-on-1 at the rim. Shot blocked by Fincher, and Fincher's able to chase down the rebound. Underneath the bucket, Haley Cannon, great defense, and then she deflected it off an Eagle, and the Lady Aggies will get possession with 16.8 to go in the first quarter.
The Aggies might have only scored 2 points off those multiple turnovers they forced, but that's a textbook defensive back and forth that the Aggies just put on.
One shot, 11. Let's go, you gotta go. 6, you gotta go.
4 seconds, the Aggies got to get a shot up with 2, with 1. At the buzzer, off the backboard, no good. And the Aggies will take a 13-9 lead into the second quarter. We'll be back. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Searching for insurance that fits seamlessly into your life? Look no further than State Farm agent Albia Steers in Sylacauga. Whether it's safeguarding your car, home, or family's future, Albia and his team are here to provide customized coverage options that suit your lifestyle. With a focus on exceptional customer service and local expertise, Albia Steers ensures you're fully protected when it matters most. Experience the peace of mind that comes with a trusted local agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Albia Steers is there. Call or click for a quote today.
Do you have scrap metal piling up? Get paid at Coosa Valley Recycling. Serving the Birmingham area and Highway 280 corridor in Sylacauga, Coosa Valley Recycling is your top choice for scrap metal recycling. Whether it's old appliances, car parts, or any other metal items, Coosa Valley Recycling offers great rates and fast, easy service. Recycling with Coosa Valley Recycling not only puts your money back in your pocket, but it also protects the environment. Don't let your scrap metal go to waste. Bring it to Coosa Valley Recycling today. Call 256-245-4300.
Start of the second quarter, 13-9. Lady Aggies with the lead. Varsity Boys coming up 10 minutes after this one. Both games right here on Sylacauga High School Athletics YouTube channel, part of the Aggie Sports Network, and the boys also will be on Mix 106.5. 13-9, Aggies on top. Driving the baseline and a travel before the pass that would have resulted in a kick ball by Cornerstone.
You ready, Haley? Good, good. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
You got a push coming down the floor on Nyla Nelson.
Sylacauga has done an outstanding job turning over Cornerstone. But the problem is they're having their own turnovers, not being able to convert off the turnovers they forced.
Cornerstone a miss off the back iron. The rebound out of bounds. They'll say it's last touched by the Lady Aggies. I thank our presenting sponsors, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Allen Brew Market, and Alta Point Health. With a foul called on Cornerstone after the Lady Aggies pulling a rebound. Alex, feels like the pace of play kind of helps. Seems like it's favoring the Aggies so far through one quarter, even though the score is still close.
It has favored them, forcing a lot of turnovers on both sides. Cornerstone forcing them, Sylacauga forcing them. But the difference is Sylacauga is, I think, has a little bit more athletes on their team. That's helping them out.
Lady Aggies lead it by 4, 13-9. Nelson swinging it left side, Cannon. Swain calling for it down low, but we throw it cross court looking for Harville. It's picked off. They're running the other way, and a turnover for us. Here's Caitlin Cannon driving to the rim. Tough shot, no. And then a jump ball on the rebound. It's Cornerstone basketball as Coach Smith wanted Caitlin Cannon to attack the rim. Instead, kind of drifted away, put up a tough shot, and she'll come out of the ball game.
Another situation, the previous offensive possession, where they tried to swing it around the perimeter rather than trying to kick it inside and work it out. And that's what happens. The people sit back in coverage and kind of lurk you.
Yeah, rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. Not a great shot for them. The Lady Aggies leading 13-9. Shot no for the Aggies. Williams couldn't get it to go. As Charles will check in at the next dead ball, and Cornerstone back in the scoring column on the other side, 13-11. Nelson skip past Harville, wants a three. Side of the rim, no. Skips off, and now in transition come the Eagles. They dribbled it out of bounds. Oh, and they're going to say that went off of Nelson. It'll be Cornerstone basketball.
beautiful defensive stop from Nyla Nelson. Rather than trying to run beside her, which is what she got called a foul on for earlier, she beats her to the spot and forces the turnover. That is what coaches love to see.
Timeout, Cornerstone. It's going to be a 30-second timeout with the Lady Aggies leading at 13-11. Couple big shots in the first quarter from Kaylin Cannon, from Malaya Bryant. Had some great play down low from Milana Williams, but the Aggies seem to be in a slump here to start the second.
Easy way to get out of the slump is to go and take those easy shots. Be under control when you drive to the basket. There's been a couple situations where they've gotten to the basket a little bit under control and kind of flung up some shots. If you're able to get under control, those close shots will be there for Sylacauga because they're able to get to the basket with pretty much ease.
Cornerstone trying to get it in, close to a 5-second count. Tough pass on the inlet, and the Aggies have it running the other way. Charles, finger roll layup, wouldn't drop. I think the Aggies could be a little more strong at the rim, Alex, and that's another example.
It's one of many. If they're a little bit stronger at the basket, they probably have 6 to 8 points.
As we lead at 13-11. Got the foul on Lana Williams, so 2 free throws coming the way of Cornerstone. A free throw away from tying this one up, as they do miss the second. Rebound down on the floor. Charles going down for it to get a jump ball. And the Aggies take possession with the arrow.
Back up, Kaylin.
Tough shot by the Eagles. They lead it 13-14. They've taken their first lead since early in the ball game. This Cornerstone just rips it away from Acacia Patterson. Fincher waving off help, dribbles to the right wing. Good hands by Harville, nearly came up with a steal. Gary swings it right side, Fincher driving the right baseline. Went up in the air with it. Boy, I thought they easily maybe could have gotten her with a walk, but they'll get the Aggies with a little push foul, a little dead leg on Fincher. She comes up limping.
Good job, Chuck. Good job, Chuck.
13-14 your score.
Let it go. Go. Be tough.
Good run to the rim by Harville. Just couldn't get the shot to drop, but they go to the floor with it. That's going to be a travel.
Hey, do it again. You're all right. Do it again.
But a lot tougher take to the basket by Jacqueline Harville. She initiates the contact, doesn't get the call, but rather than just flinging it up there, she drives into the defender.
Back. Kaylin, back.
Crossover move, Fincher lost a dribble, ends up right into the hands of another Eagle, and then a foul on the drive will send Cornerstone to the free throw line.
A lot of these fouls on the Aggies are due to that Sylacauga playing with their hands rather than their body. They're just slapping at the ball, slapping at the defender rather than moving their body in the path and stopping them getting to the basket. If you're going to play defense against these Cornerstone Eagles driving to the basket, have to move your body in their way rather than just slapping at it and praying you get a poke.
14-13, Cornerstone leads it by 1. First free throw, no good. Got a travel on the Aggies in the corner. Another turnover. Shot up in the corner. Good closeout. Ended up being an air ball, and they'll run the other way. Patterson driving. Tough jumper, well short. Rebounded by Williams. Excuse me, it's Swain underneath with the rebound, and then a foul on the Aggies. And they got that on Patterson. They'll walk the length of the floor with it. They got that on Acacia Patterson. It's 15-13. First free throw from Fincher is no good, a little strong. So at the Coosa Valley Medical Center free throw line. Second one good. The Aggies, Bauman, have been in a scoring drought. 16-13 now your score. With 3:18 to go in the second quarter. Harville in the corner to Haley Cannon. Back to Jaden. Top of the key. Kalen swinging it back left side. It's been tough to get to the rim and get inside. The paint touches, they've been there on breakaways, but again, just tough to get inside, especially with Fincher anchoring the middle of that Cornerstone defense.
And Victor Smith echoing it right now, tells his players to get into attack mode. It's just ring around the rosy on the perimeter, hot potato. There's been no penetration.
Then a foul. Will get us to the stripe. That's only the second foul of the quarter on Cornerstone as we played 5 minutes and 18 seconds here in the second quarter.
Yeah, let's go black. Y'all didn't get any movement out of that. Let's go black. Let everybody know.
Cannon no good on the first.
Back.
Cornerstone. The three, no good. Rebound tapped around. Eagles get it back. Tough shot at the rim. McGraw, a nice kick out to Fincher, but Fincher couldn't hit the shot. And now McGraw is going to come up with a steal, and then she's fouled. 16-13, Alex. What's kind of caused the Aggies to really slow down here in the second quarter?
A lot of sloppy turnovers, some sloppy shots at the basket. You've talked about it a little bit, Jeremy, getting to the rim and not being under control, flinging up shots at the basket rather than going strong to it. If the Aggies go strong to the basket, they're able to succeed. They just haven't done it thus far.
Switch. Go, Malaya. Switch.
Cornerstone misses the free throw, but they get a putback to go, and they lead it by 6. So as much as it felt like the Aggies, we mentioned it, the pace of play was favoring the Lady Aggies in the first quarter. Cornerstone's really dominated this second quarter.
It's due to them forcing their own turnovers. Sylacauga did that in the first quarter. Cornerstone's kind of flipped the script and turned Sylacauga over in the second quarter. Just right there, back-to-back possessions for the Aggies end up in turnovers.
Fincher inside to McGraw, the kick out for 3, no good. It was Anaya Gary, not close on the 3 with the air ball. Aggies trying to cut into the 6-point deficit. Harville to the top. Cannon, who has 1 3, steps inside for a deep 2, misses the shot. The rebound taken away by Cornerstone. Minute 9 to go. Fincher working the right wing, and you get a foul on the Lady Aggies underneath the bucket away from the basketball. That's on Charles, and that'll be 2 free throws upcoming. Fincher, crossover dribble, right wing with 43 seconds to go. 19-13 your score. Cornerstone leads it. Little left shoulder turn and a fall away jumper good by Taisha Cheatham.
Not much more the Aggies could do. This is the most difficult shot of the night for Cornerstone.
21-13 down on the other side. Williams loses the dribble down low. Swain will check in for Williams. Let's see if Cornerstone just holds for the final shot. Jacqueline Harville will check in for Kaylin Cannon.
Get out of there. Go. Come here.
They got a foul down low. No, I think they stepped on the baseline. There'll be Aggie basketball with 13.9 to go in the half. Aggies trying to beat the pressure, and we throw it away. So this will be the third time somebody has the final possession here in the half.
Nobody
Alex?
wants it. Nobody wants the final possession. It's hot potato between the two teams.
So Fincher heaving it front court. Driving, McGraw, layup, no. Offensive rebound. It won't matter as we'll go to the locker room trailing 21-13. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Stay with us right here on YouTube. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is fueled by Allen Oil Company. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
Starting the second half here at Douglas Martin Court, varsity girls taking on Cornerstone in a hole. Alex, 21-13. What do the Aggies need to do here in the second half?
First thing, take care of the basketball. Way too many turnovers in that second quarter caused the Aggies to go down. And then get to the basket and be under control and be strong. Again, there's been too many times they've gone to the basket out of control, throwing the basketball at the basket, hoping for a foul, and it hasn't fallen yet.
Lady Aggies down by 8. Varsity boys coming up next 10 minutes after this one. Fincher, turnaround shot, no. Offensive rebound, no good. And then a jump ball with the arrow favoring the Lady Aggies. We got a timeout on the floor, Alex, early. We played 34 seconds into this quarter. A 21-13 ball game. You mentioned protect the basketball. We talked about that before the broadcast started. The Aggies need to probably protect the ball a little more and keep this game somewhere around the 40s to get a win. They're on pace for that. The offense, though, in the second quarter just really sputtered.
It falls back on the turnovers. They got across half court, and they were sloppy with the basketball. So, some unforced turnovers, some uncharacteristic turnovers from the Cannon twins. And then when they got to the basket, they were out of control and not strong enough to finish against these taller Cornerstone Eagles. That's what they have to do, is they have to finish stronger when they're going up against height like this.
21-13. Lady Aggies working it ahead. Bryant, 3 in and out. She had one earlier in the game. Rebounded by Swain. Nyla Nelson will bring it back up to the top, and the Lady Aggies will reset. We've played a minute here in the third. Nelson trying to skip it inside through the hands of Swain, and Cornerstone running the other way. It's Fincher. Hesitation move, kick out. 3 from the left side, and they drop one in. 24-13. Cornerstone by double digits.
One of the more difficult things to do is get the entry pass from the guard at the top of the key to the guy at the free throw line. That's one of the harder passes to make. You want to get it to where the person on the wing feeds that person at the free throw line.
Fincher driving, got fouled, and makes a tough shot, and Cornerstone pulling away early here in the third quarter. Turnover by Sylacauga, and Cornerstone turning it on. That was Kinsey Thomas, who just hit the 3, and they lead at 29-13.
Sylacauga continues to try to pass it through defenders and through their hands rather than throwing the simple bounce pass, which is what you're taught at elementary level. If they're throwing that bounce pass, they're able to get it around these defenders.
Shot up by Cornerstone, then a foul on the rebound. They'll get the foul on Fincher. Inside Swain, and she got fouled. So it's 29-13, Alex. This Cornerstone zone has been so tough for the Aggies to get inside, and finally an opportunity to score some points here in the third.
Early in the game, they left Sylacauga open on the three-point line, and that's one of the ways you beat a zone is you shoot them out of it. And Sylacauga made 2 early three-pointers, but since then, ice cold. Another way to beat the zone is attack it and make the defense move. Sylacauga hasn't done that either. It's been more of a swinging around the perimeter the whole possession and then throw it in the paint, and it's usually a turnover. You have to attack the paint and attack the zone and make them work. And Sylacauga has not done that to this point.
Free throws, no good. Lady Aggies still in a 16-point hole.
All right, let's go.
It's Gary on the drive. The Aggies able to slap it away. Haley Cannon stops in between the circles. Back to Harville. With 5:10 to play. Charles trying to get it inside as Swain had it tapped away. Gary comes up with it for Cornerstone.
Simply bounce pass from Charles, and it's in Paisley Swain's hands. Tries to throw a chest pass, easily intercepted by Cornerstone. Just that simple change of the pass style, and it's a completely different outcome for Sylacauga.
Driving the baseline, then a bump foul on the baseline on the drive. That's the second foul of the quarter on the Lady Aggies. Gary to inbound Fincher, the head fake and the drive. Another tough shot off the window. Well, Fincher's been close on a line all night. That one falls off the rim. They get a jump ball or a foul call? They got a jump ball on the rebound. Lady Aggies have the possession arrow. Now facing the full court press. Harville to Charles for three. No good. .357 to go. Cornerstone tapped a loose ball in the corner. Fincher now out beyond the arc. She looks like she walked before the shot. No, they got a foul on the Aggies. They got the foul on Charles for Sylacauga. Foul is on the floor. 29-15. Lady Aggies down by 14 points.
Lots of staring from Sylacauga, watching that shot go up, and Cornerstone's able to secure the rebound. You have, when the shot goes up, immediately find someone and box him out.
Boy, Sylacauga got fouled hard. Yeah, we did. They got the whistle. That's Cynia Parker. (29-18). A tripping foul on the Aggies on the far sideline. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. They'll bring in a brand new 5. Williams, Bryant, Harville, Cannon, and Patterson. Your right tire and service, 5 on the floor. Got a foul called on Cornerstone. That'll send Patterson to the stripe for 2.
Cornerstone throws almost a pop fly out to center field, and Malaya Bryant, being the center fielder for the Aggies last season for the softball team, reads that perfectly. I believe she's one of the better center fielders in the county last season, and she uses her skills to get that the turnover.
Second free throw good. The Aggies within 10. And Cornerstone has dominated the better half of the last quarter and a half, but Sylacauga keeping it right in there. 3 up from the side, and then a foul called on Cornerstone while the ball was in the air.
And the reason they get that foul call is because they're trying to box out when the shot goes up. She found that person, boxed her out, and the person fouled her trying to get around her.
Patterson got it inside. Shot will go for Williams. Good feed and a good look at the rim, and the Lady Aggies have cut a 16-point deficit in half. And a steal. Patterson in the corner. Harville passes up a 3, drives, and the runner from the baseline, no good. And Cornerstone grabs the board. Loose ball. Patterson. Oh, they'll get a foul on that.
Wow. The possession prior to that one for Sylacauga was the most beautiful I've seen them run all night long. Attacks the paint, feeds the post, and gets the easy basket.
Yeah, it looked like they got the travel call, but a little later than when the travel happened. They shuffled both feet. So what about this last 2 minutes? Bauman has allowed the Lady Aggies to get back into single digits here.
They're speeding Cornerstone up. They're making Cornerstone play Sylacauga's game rather than Cornerstone making Sylacauga play Cornerstone game. They've sped them up. They forced the turnovers they were doing in that first quarter, and they're making more intelligent decisions offensively.
Rebound taken away by Harville. The Aggies will reset. Still plenty of time in this game. It's 29-21. Three up for Patterson is good. It's a 5-point ball game. The Aggies on a run. Fincher, tough layup with the left hand, not close. Harville with the rebound. Throwing it ahead, front court, turned over. Timeout by Cornerstone. We'll see if it's a full or 30. Full timeout. We'll take one, too. 29-24. Lady Aggies down 5. 65 seconds left, third quarter.
Tired of headaches and migraines ruining your day? At Broadway Spinal Care, we find the cause, not just cover the pain. Our gentle, drug-free care can bring lasting relief and help keep headaches and migraines from coming back. Let us help you feel like yourself again. Call Broadway Spinal Care today at 256-861-8546 to schedule your appointment and start feeling better naturally.
When it comes to bones, joints, and sports injuries, trust the expert care of Dr. Anthony Tropiano at Coosa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Dr. Tropiano is known for providing outstanding results with a personal touch, helping patients get back to work, back to sports, and back to life. From advanced surgical care to everyday orthopedic treatment, you're in good hands. Coosa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Back courtside at the Allen Brew Market scoring table. Final minute or so here in the third quarter, seeing the Aggies storm back as they'll get it into Fincher. Had it knocked out of her hands. Skip pass outside. Now a left elbow two is dropped in, and Cornerstone ends their scoring drought and gets the lead back to 7, 31-24. Cross-court pass. Boy, Bryant slung it cross-court and it went off Patterson.
She's in mid-season softball form with the full-court pass, or cross-court pass.
Cornerstone with numbers. And then a foul, a tough foul for Williams. It was a hard foul. That'll send him to the stripe for 2. (24-31). First free throw, no good. Charles will check in for Patterson. One more free throw. They missed them both. The rebound is fought for, the jump ball, and Cornerstone has the arrow. Jones to inbound. Had it tipped. Now back to Jones as she'll dribble across the court with 30 seconds to go. Fincher in the corner, back to Jones left side. Cornerstone will back it off. We'll see if they'll hold for the final shot here of the third quarter. Top of the key. Fincher calling for it inside of the arc. McGraw driving. Runner, friendly roll, but it still fell off the side of the rim, and Harville grabs the rebound, and the Aggies will have it with 10 seconds to go. Here's Patterson with 8, had it taken away. Loose ball at 5, down in the corner, and is tipped down. Good defense for Patterson. And now with only 2.7 to work with, Cornerstone's going to have to get a shot off quick. Inside, Fincher at the buzzer, no good. And we'll go to the fourth quarter with the Lady Aggies trailing 31-24. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, presented by Coosa Valley Medical Center, Alta Point Health, and Allen Oil Company.
When the temperature drops, your car feels it too. If your heat isn't blowing as warm as it should, or your engine's running hotter than normal, you could be low on coolant. Stop by Right Tire and Service for a quick winter checkup. We'll inspect your coolant, tire pressure, battery, and wiper blades, all the things that keep you safe and comfortable in cold weather. Don't get caught unprepared this winter. Get it done the right way at Right Tire and Service on West Fort William Street in Sylacauga.
I'm Chris Kane, and for our family here at Toyota of Sylacauga, it's about more than cars. It's about people. You'll find my wife, my kids, even my dog here some days, because this is where we've built something special. When you buy from us, you're not just getting a vehicle, you're becoming part of the family. Toyota of Sylacauga, worth the drive, and we'll prove it. Online at toyotaofsylacauga.com.
Backcourt side to start the fourth quarter, 31-24. Lady Aggies down 7, but still plenty of time to come back in this one, Alex, with a third quarter, the last 4 minutes, that was dominated by Sylacauga. It's cutting a 16-point lead all the way down to 5, but Cornerstone still leads by 7 to start the final frame.
They're able to cut that lead because they stopped turning the ball over and they got to the basket and started making that zone move. But then later in that quarter, towards the end of it, they started turning the ball over again, got a little more sloppy, and that's why Cornerstone was able to extend their lead back.
Underneath the bucket, Charles out to Bryant, inside of the arc, 2. Too strong. Charles put back, good, and 1. And just like that, a chance to cut this lead to 4. Free throw, no good. Offensive rebound. Wilson couldn't get it, and here we go. Bryant saves it on the sideline. Lady Aggies have it for 3. Charles, no. Rebound tapped. It's down on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? It'll be Cornerstone ball, as the Aggies got it to start the fourth quarter. But I love the hustle here in the first 30 seconds of the fourth.
That's also been an improvement for Sylacauga. There's a little bit of low energy in that second quarter after the mountain turnovers. But in that third quarter, when they made the run, and as you're seeing on the court in front of our eyes in the fourth quarter, the effort's there. They're going after every rebound. They're diving after every loose ball. They're first to the floor, and they're giving that extra effort that wasn't there in that second quarter.
30-second timeout. What's Coach Victor Smith telling his team in the huddle?
Continue to give the effort, crash the glass, and ramp up the defense. When they ramped up the defense in that third quarter, got into the grill of Cornerstone, sped them up, they started forcing their own turnovers, and Sylacauga was able to capitalize. And then offensively, can you continue to attack the zone, make the zone work. I can't emphasize that enough. If you sit back and pass the ball around the perimeter, the zone will continue to sit back and lurk the passes and get the turnovers we saw in that second quarter.
So after the timeout, 31-26. Not a lot of room to work with if you're the Lady Aggies. Fincher, skip pass outside, open 3, McGraw, got it. That one's tough, a big shot. And then a foul at midcourt, and a push. And a foul on Kai Fincher. Good feed, good layup from Jada Harville.
Beautiful feed and beautiful cut from Harville. Acacia Patterson put that ball on a string right to her.
A tough shot on the other side, good. 36-28, Eagles leading it by 8. Pass down the sideline. Cornerstone dribbled it out of bounds. As Williams will come in for the Aggies, Swain will check out with 6:13 to go in the fourth quarter.
Prime example, if you get into that offensive player's grill and they get sped up and they lose the basketball. Sylacauga has done that throughout this second half, and they've forced so many turnovers because of it.
Under 6 to play. Harville working at the top, gets by the defense, fires it off to Williams. Now at the top, Patterson driving, kicking, Cannon lines up a 3, no good.
Cornerstone switch to a man defense. Not enough movement if you're going to be going against a man defense. Got to have some more back cuts and some more screens for Sylacauga.
A 3 that's well short from the top of the key. Cheating on the miss. The Aggies going to have to pick up the pace a little. An 8-point game with about 5.5 to play. Charles to Harville. Malaya Bryant to check in at the next whistle. Patterson. Oh, they got the foul on the floor. No, they got it on the shot and continuation. Well, that's a call that'll benefit the Aggies, as they have a chance to get this back down to 5 with a free throw. Three-point play completed by Patterson. 36-31, and then a foul called on the Aggies right in front of us. Got the foul on Patterson. Cornerstone gets it in the front court, and it's out of bounds on the baseline. They couldn't handle it. A 5-point ball game, under 5 to go. Feels like a big possession. Bryant, the kick. Williams for 3, back iron. Oh, that one was... felt like it was dead on. You get a jump ball.
That shot's been there all night. It just hasn't fallen for the Aggies.
And the Aggies going to get a full timeout. Let's take one too, Alex. 36-31. Lady Aggies trail. 4:50 left, fourth quarter.
At Marble City Pharmacy, we're more than a pharmacy. We're part of your life. Our quick, convenient drive-thru makes picking up prescriptions fast and easy, so you can get back to what matters most. Step inside and you'll find a unique gift shop featuring beautiful Kiptriscal jewelry, perfect for any occasion. With hometown service, friendly faces, and care you can trust, Marble City Pharmacy is always by your side. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is driven by Wright Tire and Service. Drive smoothly on the right tires and keep your ride in mint condition with the right parts. Wright Tire and Service on West Fort William Street in Sylacauga.
After the timeout, 36-31, Aggies with it in the corner. Patterson, who just completed a three-point play, now a runner to the rim, good! Malaya Bryant, 36-33. The Aggies were down by 16 points midway through the third quarter. They've cut this to 3. Cornerstone at the rim, missed a shot, rebounded by Williams, heaves it front court. The Aggies are back there. Cannon, layup, good! 36-35. And you get a travel on Cornerstone, and the basketball's going the other way.
The Aggies have flipped the script on Cornerstone, started turning them over and capitalizing on those turnovers, getting to the basket under control and with strength.
A chance to get a stop and take the lead. Cornerstone beats the backcourt trap. Gets it to the corner. Good hustle by Bryant to tap that pass away. And then they walked with it. Yes, they did. A bucket-saving play by Malaya Bryant to get a hand on it and disrupt the rhythm. Now the Lady Aggies with a chance to take the lead. Bryant will work it across, and the baseball pass ahead, too far out in front of Acacia Patterson.
There's one of the unforced errors that keeps Victor Smith up at night, if I had to guess. Wasn't pleased with the decision by Malaya Bryant, but you got to be happy with the decision she made on the other end, getting that extra effort and the stop.
They're going to get it back. Good defense. Williams will check in. Swain will check out. Cannon driving, and the Aggies take the lead, 37-36. And then a travel by Cornerstone. What a game. We'll get this back. We get it into Patterson. Off to Bryant now at the top. Firing it. Inside Cannon out of Williams. Missed the shot. Rebound fought for. Charles has it. And you'll get a jump ball with Cornerstone having the arrow. A steal by the Lady Aggies, heaving it front court. Cannon fouled hard, and she'll have 2 free throws coming her way with 3:08 to go.
Everyone on the court for Sylacauga, whether it's been Malaya Bryant, Elena Williams, Acacia Patterson, Paisley Swain, Kaylin Cannon, Haley Cannon, Sanaya Charles, Jacqueline Harville, they've all given that extra effort that was lacking in that first half. And that's the reason they're able to come back from 16 points, is they're making that extra effort that was just not there.
Well, they didn't get that on the shot. Why are we inbounding? Gee, I definitely thought Cannon had possession and was trying to go up for a layup.
She had gathered the ball, and
I mean, Yeah, she had it, and they said she had to catch it first. Boy, I thought she had it and was about to at least try to get it up on the rim when she got pushed from behind. Well, that one is tough. To get it into Patterson. 3:06 to go. Should be Kaylin Cannon shooting two. Bryant to Patterson for three. Too strong and too wide of the rim. And Cornerstone's going to get it back. 37-36. So, yes, it felt like we had a little bit of a kind of an offensive snoozer in the third quarter, if you will, but they've gone back and forth here in the fourth quarter. Jesus, just not a, they caught a block there. A little forearm shuffle. Thought that should have been on Cornerstone as well. Instead, that'll be just the second foul on the Aggies. But that's the fifth foul. Who'd they get that on? Is it on Patterson?
And then she's fouled out.
It is on Acacia Patterson. Charles will come back in. That's a tough one to foul out on. You feel like you're in good position, Alex, playing good defense, and you take a forearm to the chest. They call the foul on you.
But you used all 5 of her fouls. You're given 5 for a reason. Might as well use them.
Remember, Varsity Boys coming up next. We'll stay on the same YouTube feed, but we'll also be on radio on Mix 106.5. Cornerstone to inbound. They'll get it in. McGraw back to Jones. Jumper way too strong. Rebound down on the deck. Picked up by Swain. Into the front court. Cannon layup. Good. 39-36. And that one went out of bounds, and that should be our ball. Wow, great defense. Coming down the right side of the lane was McGraw, and the Aggies are going to take a timeout. We'll take one, too. 39-26, good guys on top. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, fourth quarter.
You care about people, it shows. And at Alta Point Health, they believe that kind of heart deserves a place to shine. They're hiring for a variety of positions in Clay and Talladega counties, including licensed therapists, LPNs, and direct support professionals. Some jobs are remote, and others don't require experience to get started. They offer good pay, strong benefits, and a real chance to grow in your career. If you've been waiting for something meaningful, text Alta Jobs to 97211.
Central to you, central to your success. Central Alabama Community College, the official video live streaming sponsor of the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Online at cacc.edu.
Boy, 2:20 to go. Lady Aggies, we're down 29-13. That is a 26-7 run since we were at the midway point of the fourth quarter.
And all it is taking care of the basketball and making stronger attempts when driving to the basket.
Lady Aggies by 3. Bryant with the dribble. Bryant breaks the 5-second count, gets it off to Charles with 2 minutes to go. Back to Harville, back to Charles. Lady Aggies don't have to shoot it. They could, in theory. Dribble the clock out, but they got a foul on Fincher. And 2 free throws coming our way. First free throw coming from Bryant. And her free throw is good. 40-36. Missed the second, leading it by 4. Minute and 45 to go. Fincher down the lane. The Aggies have held her at bay, but she does get there and make a nice layup with the left hand. An offhand shot, 40-38 now. Ball tipped into the backcourt. Fincher comes up with it there down here to tie. Fincher down low, layup good. And we're tied at 40 with 90 seconds to go. Turnover, layup, Cornerstone got it, and they're on a 6-0 run in 10 seconds. And the Aggies gonna have to call a timeout. 42-40, we'll be back in 60 seconds.
AMIA, innovation, and sustainability go hand in hand. As a global leader in calcium carbonate production and specialty chemical distribution, AMIA helps make everyday products stronger, cleaner, and better for the world around us. From paper and plastics to construction and beyond, their work supports progress that lasts. AMIA is proud to support growth that respects the earth and strengthens communities. Good luck to all area athletes this season.
Welcome back courtside. Final minute and 17 seconds coming your way. The Aggies down by 2. Here's Charles down the lane, able to keep that pivot foot on the ground. Cannon driving, splits the defense, couldn't get the layup to go. The Aggies trying to trap in the backcourt now. We do get a turnover. It's Charles at the rim, got bumped, no whistle. That's out on them. And the Lady Aggies are going to have another chance at it here, Alex, with 53.7 to go.
Great looks at the rim for Charles and Cannon. Have to emphasize getting to the basket because those three-point shots have not fallen all night.
Aggies still can be patient, but maybe not too patient. They'll fire a corner three, no good from Cannon. The Aggies got the rebound, though. It's tapped out, and they'll say it was last touched by Sylacauga. Cornerstone will have it with 43.9 to go, and they'll call a full timeout, and we'll take one with them. 42-40, Lady Aggies down by 2 with 44 seconds remaining.
Community of former athletes and supporters dedicated to preserving tradition, funding scholarships, and building a strong future for Sylacauga High School athletics. From reunions to fundraising, the S Club connects generations of Aggies while giving back to today's student athletes. Be a part of the legacy. Join the Sylacauga S Club and help keep Aggie pride alive. Visit AggieSClubAlumni.com today to sign up and make a difference.
Is chronic pain slowing you down? At Broadway Spinal Care, we offer shockwave therapy to target pain right at the source. This treatment helps break down scar tissue, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation. It's fast, non-invasive, and proven to help with stubborn issues like tendinitis, plantar fasciitis, and joint pain. Call Broadway Spinal Care today at 256-861-8546 to find out if shockwave therapy is right for you.
Back courtside, 43.9 remaining in the ball game. Cornerstone has the basketball. Varsity boys coming up next. We got a hand on the inbounds pass. They were looking for Fincher deep, but Cornerstone still comes up with it with 40 seconds to go. Loose ball. Sylacauga's got it. Boy, Charles had it, was falling down, threw it off to Harville. And whose ball is this? Sylacauga's ball with 30 seconds to go, down by 2. Cannon spinning, took a bump, got fouled, and won! Drew the defender for the contact and still got it on the rim. And Kalen Cannon going to the stripe to take the lead.
What a take.
Wow, Cannon again hits the free throw. 43-42. Eagles run it across, and then a reach foul called as they cross midcourt. It's okay. It's just the third foul on Sylacauga. This will not send Cornerstone to the line. The Aggies will bring in some fresh legs for defense. Harville and Charles come out. – 17 seconds to go. Can the Lady Aggies hold on? They try to feed it inside. The Aggies able to get a hand on it and tap it out on the baseline. So they'll be underneath the bucket to inbound. Baseline left, bucket to their right. Jones looking, Fincher calling for it, tapped out again by the Lady Aggies. We'll get a steal on the inbounds with 11 seconds to go. They'll foul us, and Nyla Nelson will go to the stripe.
What a beautiful defensive possession for Sylacauga to guard that inbound perfectly, just like they've done all fourth quarter.
Remember, you have 2 fouls to give, so you can force Cornerstone, even if you miss both of these free throws, into a low clock situation as Nyla misses the first. Well, you have 1 to give. Sorry, Alex. You're at the 3 foul mark. The second foul would send them to the stripe. Nelson for 1 more. Missed it, rebounded, and then a timeout called by Cornerstone. Boy, Alex, let's stay here. 8 seconds to go. You have a foul to give. You're only up by 1. You do not want to put them at the stripe. What do you do here?
Victor Smith said it on the inbound, is keep the person you're defending, keep you between the person you're defending and the basket. Don't let them get behind you, because if they do, they're going to probably end up getting fouled or they're going to get the open shot. And you got to key on Fancher. She has been their go-to girl all night long. If you stop her, they have really struggled to get some points on the board.
How much clock goes by before you use a foul? Do you use your foul? If it gets under 3 and they're not shooting, do you foul them? What do you think?
It would depend on the situation. If you feel like you're going to give up something, go ahead and take that foul, but use it wisely. You don't want to foul immediately, because then you're stuck in a situation where if you foul again by accident or that you get a ticky-tacky call, you're getting them to the line for the game.
Here we go. Timeout, Cornerstone. With 8 seconds to go, they have to go the length of the floor.
I definitely would not foul them in the backcourt.
I agree with that. Fincher gets it in. It's back to Fincher. With 5 seconds to go, Fincher down the lane, layup at the buzzer. The Aggies got a timeout with .1 to go.
No one picked up the basketball. They just led her to the basket. Kind of just backed up in full retreat. That might have been a situation where you used one of those give-me fouls that you had left. Everyone in the gym knew where that ball was going, and she still got to the basket and was able to put it up.
44-43. Lady Aggies, they've put 1 second back on the clock. Coach Victor Smith huddled with his team in the timeout. 44-43. With a second to go, length of the floor, you got to get a full court heave and a tip. You don't have time to catch and shoot, really. Coach Victor Smith, I think, arguing that more time should be added. I think that's what they're going to talk about here. So they have confirmed 1 second on the clock. I think it was 1.3 at the most, Alex. 1 second still people could consider it generous from when the ball went through the net. So here we go. Malaya Bryant, Cannon throwing to the rim, no good. And the Lady Aggies fall 44-43. We'll be back in just a few moments. Also on radio, Mix 106.5 for the varsity boys matchup against Cornerstone.
The following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
The Sylacauga Aggies play right here. Welcome to the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network and the Star Physical Therapy Pregame Show, sponsored in part by Alta Point, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Allen Oil Company, Star Physical Therapy, Marble City Pharmacy, Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, Toyota of Sylacauga, Wright Tire and Service, Central Alabama Community College, State Farm agent Albia Steers, La Costa Mexican Restaurant, Edward Jones agent Jesse Gum, Alabama District 33 State Representative Ben Robbins, Donahue Physical Therapy, Sylacauga Chamber of Commerce, Coosa Valley Recycling, Another Level Cards, Amya, Van Sant Hardware, Sycamore Federal Credit Union, Wharf Casual Seafood, Fair to Midland Gifts and Boutiques, Broadway Spinal Care, First Bank of Alabama, and Sylacauga Pediatrics.
Star Physical Therapy Tip-Off Show. Star Physical Therapy, where you don't have to be a star to be treated like one. Jeremy Law, Alex Bauman, courtside. Varsity boys, the Aggies taking on the Cornerstone Eagles. Sylacauga won this matchup about 2 weeks ago in Birmingham. A pretty dominant win. The Aggies didn't play great, but were still able to handle business. Now, Alex, a full week fresh since their last game about 2 Fridays ago. The Aggies open the season with 4 games in a week. This will be the first of a 3-game slate tonight, Friday night at B.B. Comer, and then Saturday night at Talladega. We saw the Aggies kind of slow down a little bit in that Cleveland County game on Thursday or Friday of that first week of the season. Really turned on the Jets against Winterboro. Now most likely fresh tonight. Excited to see what C.J. Franklin and the boys have in store tonight.
The week off is exactly what Sylacauga needed rather than playing in a Thanksgiving tournament. Would have loved to see them play in one, but getting the week off allows you to fix the issues that Coach Jones and Coach Patterson saw in those first 4 games and settle those and then move on, improve, and get ready for a Cornerstone team who you've handled not only this year in that first game, but last year as well, winning by, I believe, almost 50 in both matchups. But you can't take this team for what you've done the past 3 games. You have to take them at face value and play your game and beat them the way you beat the first 4 teams on your schedule.
Yeah, the Aggies 4-0, dominant pretty much in all 4 contests, especially against Winterboro. That's the player of the year so far through 4 games has been C.J. Franklin, 50% from the floor, averaging 14 points per game. But listen, he's had a lot of help. You can't just look at C.J. Franklin and say that's who we want to stop tonight. Corbin Patterson's been good from 3. Eric O'Neal, he's had some ups and downs through 4 games, so look for him to be much more consistent. He's a heck of a ball player inside. They played really well, although they lost Aiden Crow from last year's team. This is a really balanced Aggie team, and they really play bigger than they are on the floor.
An undersized Aggie team losing Aiden Crow. He was your tallest player last year. But Josh Spear, he plays like a man possessed when he's under the basket trying to get rebounds. Tristan Whetstone has been great in that department. Sarai McMillan is an absolute tank on the basketball court. I wouldn't be in his way if he's running my direction. Eric O'Neal, the vertical he possesses. C.J. Franklin, the same thing. And Kenson Threet, he's that do-it-all guy, gets those loose balls. He's always just seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, 2 guys really, not that they've surprised with talent, but just from the amount that they got on the floor last year, really didn't know what to expect. You just mentioned one, KT. The other one, Trey Wright. They played really solid basketball for the Aggies. And then, of course, we talk about down low. Tristan Whetstone, he's not going to give you 12 to 14 a night, but what he is going to give you is some smart basketball play. He's going to guard the rim, and he showed you against Winterboro. He can also get out in transition.
That's something that really we didn't see from Whetstone last year. He was more of a back-to-the-basket guy, but in the first 4 games, he stepped out, took a couple of 3-pointers, made a couple of 3-pointers. He was moving his feet defensively, and he was outrunning the break. And you talked about Trey Wright, Jeremy. Trey Wright's another guy that just goes in there, does the dirty work, and gets those rebounds. There was a game in that first 4 slate, I believe, against Winterboro, where he came in the game and immediately got 4 or 5 rebounds. So you might have Josh Spear, who's the best rebounder on your team, but you have guys off the bench like Trey Wright and KT and Sarayan that come in and help alleviate that loss when Josh Spear's not on the court.
4:45 to go until tip-off, and that'll wrap up the Star Physical Therapy tip-off show. Sylacauga and Cornerstone on the other side of this break. Stay with us. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
When you remember at Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, you're more than a customer. You're an owner, and owners share in our success. This year, for our 75th anniversary, we're returning $1 million to our members through our interest rebate and bonus dividend. That's cash right back to you simply for choosing Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union. and it's there just in time for the holidays. Experience a financial institution that gives back in a big way. Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union, where you belong. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Allen Brew Markets, we're proud to call this community home. Every day, we bring you great service, quality products, and the convenience you deserve. From morning coffee to late night fill-ups, we're always here when you need us. Allen Brew Markets, your hometown convenience store, your hometown pride. And when it comes to serving our neighbors, we're all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah, Allen Brew Markets.
When the Alabama heat hits hard or the chill sneaks in, you need comfort you can count on. Turn to the experts at Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, voted the best HVAC company in the Coosa Valley 5 years in a row. Their experienced team is ready to keep your home running smoothly, whether it's quick repair, brand new system, or routine maintenance to keep things efficient. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the hometown team that delivers results you can trust. Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, online at sleepinggiantair.com. Quality doesn't cost, it pays.
For more than 80 years, Coosa Valley Medical Center has been a cornerstone of our community, providing high-quality health care when you need it most. And now, thanks to the new Alabama Rural Hospital Investment Program, you have the power to support CVMC through your state income taxes at no extra cost. Beginning in 2026, Alabama taxpayers can direct their state tax dollars to rural hospitals like CVMC and receive a dollar-for-dollar tax credit. That means you can transform the taxes you already owe into a direct investment in local health care. Program rules and procedures are still being finalized by state officials. To learn more about the Alabama Rural Hospital Investment Program, please contact the CVMC Foundation at 256-401-4324. That's 256-401-4324. Thank you for supporting Coosa Valley Medical Center and keeping healthcare close to home.
Do you have scrap metal piling up? Get paid at Coosa Valley Recycling. Serving the Birmingham area and Highway 280 corridor in Sylacauga, Coosa Valley Recycling is your top choice for scrap metal recycling. Whether it's old appliances, car parts, or any other metal items, Coosa Valley Recycling offers great rates and fast, easy service. Recycling with Coosa Valley Recycling not only puts your money back in your pocket, but it also protects the environment. Don't let your scrap metal go to waste. Bring it to Coosa Valley Recycling today. Call 256-245-4300.
Experience leadership that truly echoes the heart of Coosa Valley. Ben Robbins is an accomplished attorney specializing in real estate, estates, and business law. Voted Coosa Valley's best attorney, Ben is not only a legal expert, but also a dedicated community champion. He actively supports our farmers, stands strong with our veterans, and engages in local initiatives like the Rotary Club and Habitat for Humanity. For Ben, it's all about nurturing the community spirit, supporting our schools, and cheering on local high school sports. When you're in need of real estate or business legal help, call attorney Ben Robbins at 256-346-6493.
From Radio Alabama Sports, Sylacauga basketball is on the air. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Sylacauga basketball is presented by Alta Point Health. Caring is our calling. Online at altapoint.org. Allen Oil Company of Sylacauga. 8 locations serving Central Alabama since 1966. Fuel for your body, fuel for your car. You're all in with Allen. Coosa Valley Medical Center. Quality care close to home. Online at cvhealth.net. Now, here's the voice of the Aggies, Jeremy Law.
Back courtside at Douglas Martin Court Tuesday night here in front of the home crowd. The varsity boys back on the floor since feels like forever ago. That was November the 22nd, Alex, the last time the boys played a basketball game. November 21st at Winterboro. Trying to get a 3-game week started tonight where we're waiting those starting lineups. The Aggies rocking some new unis tonight. Cornerstone will be in red, trimmed in blue, numbers in white, Aggies in white. Stripes of red and black down the sides of the jerseys. Sylacauga in cursive across the chest. numbers in white, trimmed in black. So I don't think we'll get the starting lineups over the PA. I don't think we're going to get those tonight. Having a little mic issue, so might just tip it off tonight. But, Alex, a good game to start the week. This is a good Cornerstone basketball team. They showed some fight against the Aggies 2 weeks ago before you get into 2 rivalry contests later on in the week.
It's a good game to have for Sylacauga because you have BB Comer and Talladega, 2 rivalry matchups, like you said, Jeremy. It's a good game to, again, see what you're missing on your team, fix some issues. Coach Jones, when you interviewed him last week, Jeremy, towards the end of it, going into this week, trying to preview those games, he said 3 teams he wants his team to get better at are shooting the ball, taking care of the ball with turnovers, and then rebounding that basketball. And looking at the turnovers, they average about almost 17 turnovers per game compared to 12 assists. Not the assist-turnover ratio you want to have. Shooting the ball 30% from 3 and then 53% from the free throw line. In their first game against Lincoln, that was a whole issue for Sylacauga.
So no mic tonight here, so the Aggies will just get on the floor. What do you think about the new uniforms? I'm a fan.
They'd be a nightmare on the football field because it's white numbers and white jerseys, but thankfully we're courtside at a basketball game, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue.
C.J. Frankel to jump it off against Tristan Williams. The Aggies will go left to right, Cornerstone right to left. CJ goes up, wins the tap. It ends up out of bounds. And it'll be Cornerstone ball to start things off.
Unless the person's 6'8", 7 feet tall, I really don't think there's anyone that can win a jump ball against C.J. Franklin with his verticality.
They'll start it in the backcourt with Daniel Rutledge. Trying to swing it right side, nearly stolen. Loose ball down on the floor. Turning and giving off for 3. Off the rim it goes, offensive rebound. The putback shot didn't drop, but a foul on Eric O'Neal, and Kendall Phillips will go to the stripe for 2.
You can already see the active hands for Sylacauga, forcing almost 2 turnovers, wasn't able to corral the basketball. But the defense already ramping up within the first possession.
First free throw, no good from Phillips. Also misses the second. So no harm, no foul on the first foul from Eric O'Neal. C.J. Franklin pushes it ahead, right side of the floor in white. Standing in between the rings, Cornerstone will sit back in a zone defense. We'll whip it around the arc. Eric O'Neal, 25 feet from the bucket, left wing, back to Patterson, now back to Eric. He'll fire a 3. O'Neal too strong, and the tap back up and in, or did they get an over the back? Oh, they got a push foul on Tristan Whetstone, no shot. How did they get that on Whetstone?
I don't know. Didn't feel like it affected the play really at all.
Okay, so no bucket for the Aggies. Prince now driving is Williams, having to get it back off. Spear almost came up with a loose ball. Josh wearing the number 1 tonight in white. Left side, Phillip. Prince with it. Now back to the point guard, Rutledge, with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Rutledge, skip pass down on the baseline, tapped in the air off the skip. Williams shot, no, rebounded by CJ, and he'll clear. CJ with pace to O'Neal, to Patterson right side. Now CJ, right key, will pull it back off. No scores. We've played 90 seconds here against Cornerstone. CJ swinging it. O'Neal looking down the defense, nowhere to go with it. Eric now back with it after the return pass from Franklin. Around the perimeter it goes. CJ will attack. He'll stop. He'll shoot. Too strong on the jumper. And Cornerstone will clear the rebound. Underneath, tough shot on the other end, no good. Whetstone with the board. CJ, the run to the rim, pulls it off. Head fake. Patterson underneath. Franklin, the feed to O'Neal to the top to Spear. The three, short. Offensive rebound. Whetstone, no look feed to Corbin. The Aggies keep the possession alive, and Patterson is fouled by Rutledge. The first foul by Cornerstone here in the first quarter.
I'm loving the ball movement I'm seeing from Sylacauga. The ball's not sticking in anyone's hands. It's about a half a second to a second decision, and he's passing it, making that defense move.
Down the lane, Spear had it tipped off his leg, out of bounds.
Josh Spear looking for the pass rather than looking for the shot, and Joel Jones lets him have it.
Loose ball down on the floor, went through their legs, and then we turned it right back over. And CJ got a good hand on it. There's some sloppy ball handling here early in the first quarter. No score with 5:13 to go in the first. That one's out of bounds on the Aggies again, so we tipped it out. 5:08 to go. Rutledge to put it in on the sideline in front of the Aggie bench towards the baseline. The return pass to Rutledge for three, well short. Great box out by Josh Spear, and the Aggies will get it back. Franklin runs it up. Over to Patterson, left side of the floor to O'Neal. As Eric will set up the offense, Patterson wants a three, no good. C.J. Franklin, offensive rebound, working underneath the bucket, had it tapped out of his hands and out of bounds. The Aggies will keep it alive here. Whetstone to put it in, baseline left. Franklin to Patterson, Corbin driving, and they say he double dribbled before he got it off to O'Neal, who missed the three anyways. Well, a sleepy first quarter. A little shaking some rust off after a 10-day break. Now listen, they took a 10-day game break. They did not take a 10-day practice break. They were in here busting their rear ends when I was here on Friday. Maybe ate a little too much turkey and dressing on Thursday. A few didn't make their time running at the end of practice, so they had to restart.
I hated those times back in high school. Coach knew we had just eaten all that turkey the day before, and that was probably the worst day of running a practice all year.
Coach Jones and Coach Patterson had them working in here. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Three up from the corner, air ball. Sarai McMillan has checked into the game. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. CJ firing it right side to O'Neal, now back to Franklin. We've played 4 minutes and no score here at Douglas Martin Court. The Aggies ranked inside of the top 10 as Eric O'Neal buries a Marble City Pharmacy three-pointer. About to say the Aggies inside of the top 10 according to many services across the state. After that 4-0 start, a 3-0 lead with 3:40 to go in the first. Sarine gave up position inside, and they come right back. That's going to be Tristan Williams to the line for one more.
Sarine gambled for the steal, and there was no backside help. You'd rather Sarine just play straight up with number 21 and not gamble.
Three to two, Aggies with the lead after the missed free throw. O'Neal for three, and he's got another one.
There was lid on the basket for the first 4 minutes of this game, and Eric O'Neal went ahead and lifted it off for the Aggies.
6-2 Aggies on top. That one's off the back iron. Pushed ahead for O'Neal. He wants another one from the right wing. Eric, it's up, and it's no good. Rebound tapped around, saved by Spear. Another offensive board. Josh throwing it through traffic. Sarayan couldn't control it, and Cornerstone comes up with it. Spear comes up with a steal. Layup on the other end, good, and it's 8-2. So after the turnover, Spear steals it back, and the Aggies have an 8-2 lead with 2:34 to go in the first. Rutledge dribbling, picks it up. Now it's Pfister. Taken away by Kinson, 3. And they're going to get a jump ball on that? All right, KT with a clean rip. They got a hand on it for a split second.
That was a very quick whistle. Very quick.
Jeez. KT just ripped it away. We would have been running the other direction. 8-2, Aggies with the lead. The Aggies did have the arrow. Franklin controlling it. That's what Cornerstone can do. They can slow you down with this zone defense. They're a long team, Alex. They have some size as we fire it cross court. Franklin back cross court. O'Neal races ahead. Eric blocked at the rim, but he'll get bailed out with a foul. And Eric to the free throw line. Eric has 6 of the Aggie 8. Trying to go 2 for 2 here at the Coosa Valley Medical Center free throw line. O'Neal missed the first. He'll have another one here. He got the second, and O'Neal has 7 of the Aggie 9. Rutledge bringing it across. Joshua Holtzclaw to check in at the next whistle. Right side of the floor, down the lane, tough shot with a left. What a shot for Isaiah Pfister. Pulled it all the way down by his hip, Alex, and was able to get it on the rim.
And it comes down to Sarai not sliding his feet and letting him work around and get the easy shot.
Franklin wants a 3. CJ too strong. Offensive rebound, KT. Back cross court on the rebound. CJ's going to come out with it after it was nearly poked away by Rutledge. Now it's O'Neal, right key. KT in the corner, driving the baseline. Good feed inside. Whetstone missed the lay-in. Down on the other side, layup good in transition. Tristan Williams, 9-6 your score. As Josh Spear will check in with Corbin Patterson at the next dead ball. Eric, left side, head fake, hops in the air, fires it into the corner. Back down low, Whetstone feeds it off O'Neal, has another 3, and he's got it. O'Neal with 11. Excuse me, O'Neal with 10 here in the quarter. 3 up for Cornerstone, no. Rebounded by Franklin, 25 seconds to go. The Aggies will push, but we don't have numbers. What a run by Sarayan. Well, he got back there faster than you think he would, being a linebacker. And the speed forced the foul, and McMillan will shoot 2.
Like I said earlier in the game, Jeremy, Sarai McMillan is a freight train running down the court. He's one person I would not want to be in front of with a full head of steam.
Ryan, no good on the first. Josh and Joshua check in. See, that was Joshua, not Corbin Patterson. Tristan Whetstone and Eric will check out. Aggies lead it by 6. Missed both free throws. Offensive rebound to Joshua. Kicked out from Spear to Holtzclaw. Now the Aggies going to try to set it up here. The Aggies wanted Joshua to shoot that three. Here's KT driving in, stopping, reversing course, getting it inside to McMillan. His finger roll didn't go. Josh, I thought he got pushed from behind, trying to go get that tap back. And that's how the quarter ends. 12-6. We'll be back. This is the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Busy day? Allen Brew Markets has you covered. Swing by for fresh coffee, a quick bite, or that afternoon pick-me-up snack. And while you're here, fuel up your car and your day. Fast, easy, convenient. Service, selection, and a smile are waiting at Allen Brew Markets. Because when it comes to keeping you going, we're all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah. Allen Brew Markets.
Do you have scrap metal piling up? Get paid at Coosa Valley Recycling. Serving the Birmingham area and Highway 280 corridor in Sylacauga, Coosa Valley Recycling is your top choice for scrap metal recycling. Whether it's old appliances, car parts, or any other metal items, Coosa Valley Recycling offers great rates and fast, easy service. Recycling with Coosa Valley Recycling not only puts your money back in your pocket, but it also protects the environment. Don't let your scrap metal go to waste. Bring it to Coosa Valley Recycling today. Call 256-245-4300.
Start of the second quarter here at Douglas Martin Court. The Aggies doubling up the Eagles of Cornerstone. Alex, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Patience on offense, moving the ball, what you want to see. Just a little bit of sloppiness trying to finish at the basket.
12-6. Rutledge trying to get around Franklin. Rutledge picking up his dribble, chest pass over to the right side of the floor. Got McGraw in the game, dribbling with the left hand. Corbin got away with a reach. Lucky not to get the whistle there. They'll try to get it inside to Williams, and it's poked away by Franklin. The Aggies going to reel it in. Patterson has a three. It's no good. The Aggies have hit 3 threes. The Spears put back, no good. The Aggies come up empty. Tough miss on the other end. Rebound Spear. Corbin across the midcourt stripe. Holtzclaw lines up a three, well too strong, but into the hands of Kenson Threet, and they got his arm on the putback. He'll have 2 free throws.
And then we'll credit Holtzclaw with a pass there to KT.
Thank you, Kenson. Thank you.
Thirteen to 6. Kenson makes the free throw. Kenson 2 for 2 from the stripe. McGraw dribbling to the right side. Boy, they got away with a travel and the pass through the hands as Franklin will watch it go out of bounds. That was Amari Nathan that couldn't handle it. CJ working against the zone. Left side now to Corbin. Boy, watch him rotate. Holtzclaw for 3 off the back iron. Rebounded, KT. No, it went through his hands. Cornerstone gonna get it back. Aggies lead it by 8, 14 to 6 here in the second quarter. And a good block on the other side by Patterson. Outlet pass to Spear at the rim. Josh with the left hand. And it's 16 to 6. Aggies on top of the Eagles in a 30-second timeout called by Cornerstone. And we'll take 1-2 with the Aggies up by 10.
Have you been in a car accident? That soreness and stiffness can set in fast. At Broadway Spinal Care, we work with all major motor vehicle insurance providers, and in many cases, your care may cost you nothing out of pocket. Our goal is to help you heal quickly so you can get back to feeling like yourself again. Call Broadway Spinal Care today at 256-861-8546 to schedule your appointment and start your road to recovery.
Searching for insurance that fits seamlessly into your life? Look no further than State Farm agent Albia Steers in Sylacauga. Whether it's safeguarding your car, home, or family's future, Albia and his team are here to provide customized coverage options that suit your lifestyle. With a focus on exceptional customer service and local expertise, Albia Steers ensures you're fully protected when it matters most. Experience the peace of mind that comes with a trusted local agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Albia Steers is there. Call or click for a quote today.
This is Sylacauga football coach Chris Smelly. I want to thank Allen Oil Company for their incredible support of Sylacauga athletics. For years, Allen Oil has been a trusted name in our community, keeping families and businesses on the move. They believe in hard work, teamwork, and giving back, the same values we teach on the field. When you support Allen Oil, you're supporting Sylacauga and surrounding athletes. I'm all in with Allen. Go Aggies.
The Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network is fueled by Allen Oil Company. Fuel for your car, fuel for your body. You're all in with Allen.
Welcome back courtside. 16-6. Aggies lead it by 10. And they had a timeout Cornerstone and then a timeout Aggies, and that's what took so long in the break. The Aggies get the steal. Patterson from O'Neal. Now back to Eric at the top. 16-6. Aggies lead it by 10. Low scoring here in the first half. Eric firing, swinging around the arc to Patterson. 5:33 to go. O'Neal into the corner to Franklin. Got to get inside of this zone. Well, Cornerstone's playing it well. They're doing great, holding the Aggies to 16 points. The problem is the Aggies' defense has given up nothing as Franklin runs the baseline. Flips it across with his left hand to O'Neal. Back to CJ for three. No good. Rebounded by Josh Spear. Another chance to get it. Patterson, tough two. No. Put back. Oh, no, instead CJ will bring it down and throw it across court. Now Patterson, the run to the rim. Missed it. Another offensive board. Kenson, three. Fouled. And he will go to the free throw line. What a possession. Cornerstone couldn't rebound it. They couldn't grab it. And now finally KT that just went 2 for 2 at the line will have two more.
If there's not a possession that exemplifies what Sylacauga basketball is under Coach Joel Jones, that possession right there is a perfect example of it. I know there wasn't 2 points or 3 points automatically, but the extra effort to get the rebounds, the ability to attack the paint was what he loves to see.
Hey, Diamond. Who's back? Who's back, Josh?
16-6 as KT missed the first.
Corbin, you own it.
Exactly 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rutledge able to beat the pressure, but he throws it into the chest of Josh Spear. The loose ball, come up with it now. It's Eric O'Neal racing to the other side. Got fouled, but did they call it travel? They called it travel on Eric O'Neal before the shot. Ooh. What'd you think? Was it travel?
It was. He hopped too many times.
Here's the steal. Oh, Franklin at the rim got fouled. It would have been a poster. As C.J. Franklin was ready to elevate.
He got one of those dunks against Winterboro and lit the building on fire. If he'd got that one there, that might have been a highlight reel.
Absolutely, it would have been as C.J. hits the free throw. It's 18-6 here at Douglas Martin Court. A quiet gym for the week's only home game. As CJ going to come up with it. The amount of offensive rebounds the Aggies have had tonight is quite impressive. Cross court in the corner, back up to the top to Corbin. Trying to get inside the zone. Cornerstone, again, playing well defensively. But offensively, they haven't even had many shots down there because of this Aggie defense. O'Neal with 3 threes in the game, feeds it into the corner. Spear, get a jump ball, and they get a hold by Cornerstone. And that, they called a jump ball on the one with Kinson 3 earlier, and somehow they called that one a hold. And I thought it probably should have been flipped. Good minutes from Kinson 3 as he checks out, with Tristan checking back in. Franklin firing it in. O'Neal with a hand in his face, decides not to shoot it. Elbow catch from Spear. Now Franklin, cross court, Corbin Patterson. Back to the top. Eric driving, kicking, and the Aggies turn it over. Tough shot, Cornerstone, no good. Offensive rebound, and then a foul committed by O'Neal, who wanted the block on the shot. Instead, that'll send them to the stripe for 2 shots. They are still sitting at 6 points under the midway mark of the second quarter.
A lot of it has to do with Sylacauga is taking up so much time on the offensive end. They're working the ball around the perimeter. They're driving it into the paint. They're trying to feed the interior. But those possessions are taking a lot of time up.
18-7. They made the first. Kendall Phillip at the stripe. Made one, missed the second. Patterson with the rebound. Boy, I'd love to hear these rebounding numbers at halftime, Bauman. Franklin for 3. He hasn't been on tonight. But another offensive board. O'Neal, head fake to 3. Boy, when you're hot, sometimes you need to shoot it. 18-7, the Aggies milking away this possession. With 3:20 to go in the second quarter, O'Neal feeding it, corner. CJ, no look, cross-court pass called by Patterson. Back to O'Neal, back into the corner, Franklin. Inside, Whetstone ducks the shoulder, just missed the shot. It was a strong take and a putback by Spear. Well, Coach Jones pulled Tristan out of the game, told him to be more physical. Tough to be more physical than that as he'll come up with a loose ball after a made shot. Whetstone now in the corner. Patterson for 3. Way too strong on the shot as the Aggies lead at 20-17. Reverse layup on the other end, no good. Williams couldn't get it to go as Eric O'Neal races it ahead. Eric, good hop through the lane, got his arms hacked, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good under control drive from Eric O'Neal. Keeps the ball out in front of him, doesn't let them slap it out of his hands, and is able to get the slap on the arm and get to the free throw line.
(22-7). Tough shot. They tried to go off window, couldn't get it, and Williams, who elevated more than anyone, just couldn't handle the rebound. Had a free run for a putback as the Aggies didn't get a body on him. One thing I think that makes this Aggie team special, Alex, is the Aggies having on there in the floor is they can win in multiple ways. Low scoring, high scoring, defense, offense. Maybe the offense isn't there on the night. Well, you get a game like this with Spear inside. Had it blocked from behind. Rebound taken in by Whetstone, who's down on the floor with it. He hands it off to Josh, and then did they get a walk? What did they get? Down on the baseline.
got to walk.
They did get a travel on Spear.
But if Whetstone's able to keep the ball above his head when he gets that rebound and just put it back up rather than bring it down, he has 2 points. But when he brings it down, it allows the defenders to slap at it.
Stolen by Whetstone. Cross court, Franklin in the corner for Spear. A three. Boy, the Aggies have put up some not so pretty ones tonight as CJ will pass up a three. He'll get under the rim and he'll slap the glass on his way to a lay-in. 24-7.
First field goal for CJ Franklin tonight, Jeremy.
CJ's averaging 14 points per game before today's. Hubbard will check in. The Aggies turn it over. Hayden Hubbard at the next whistle will come into the game. And then Cornerstone finally coming down and answering with Tristan Williams. 24-9 your score. Whetstone had it raked out of his hands. Spear picks it up. Got hit from behind. No, they'll get a jump ball call as the arrow will stay there with us. CJ checking out. Hubbard coming in. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Hubbard to Eric. The Aggies kind of playing with the clock here. Skip past Whetstone in the corner to Hubbard for three. Got it! Hayden Hubbard off the pitch. Buries the Marble City Pharmacy three-pointer.
He was waiting all possession, running cross court to get it.
And then a tough shot missed on the other side. The Aggies with 2 seconds to go. Patterson at the buzzer for three. No good. As we'll go to the locker room, tripling up the Eagles 27-9. We'll be back with a Star Physical Therapy halftime show.
Do you have scrap metal piling up? Get paid at Coosa Valley Recycling. Serving the Birmingham area and Highway 280 corridor in Sylacauga, Coosa Valley Recycling is your top choice for scrap metal recycling. Whether it's old appliances, car parts, or any other metal items, Coosa Valley Recycling offers great rates and fast, easy service. Recycling with Coosa Valley Recycling not only puts your money back in your pocket, but it also protects the environment. Don't let your scrap metal go to waste. Bring it to Coosa Valley Recycling today. Call 256-245-4300.
Headed to the big game this weekend? Make Allen Brew Markets your first stop. Grab an ice cold drink, fresh snacks, and top off your tank before you hit the road. With quick service and everything you need in one place, we make game days easy. Wherever the road takes you, start with Allen Brew Markets, fueling fans all season long. That's being all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah, Allen Brew Markets.
When the Alabama heat hits hard or the chill sneaks in, you need comfort you can count on. Turn to the experts at Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, voted the best HVAC company in the Coosa Valley 5 years in a row. Their experienced team is ready to keep your home running smoothly, whether it's quick repair, brand new system, or routine maintenance to keep things efficient. Don't wait until it's too late. Call the hometown team that delivers results you can trust. Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, online at sleepinggiantair.com. Quality doesn't cost, it pays.
At First Bank of Alabama, we're not just another financial institution. Hi, I'm Chad Jones, President and CEO of First Bank of Alabama. We're not just a bank, we're your neighbors. Our team lives and works right here in Alabama, so we understand what matters to you most. From flexible personal loans to innovative business solutions, we're committed to helping you achieve your dreams. First Bank of Alabama, where you are first. Online at fbal.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When injury slows you down, trust Todd Malone and the caring team at Star Physical Therapy. As owner and lead physical therapist, Todd has built a reputation for helping patients recover quickly, safely, and with confidence. Whether you're dealing with a sports injury, surgery recovery, or everyday aches and pains, you'll find personalized care that gets you moving again. At Star Physical Therapy, it's not just about treatment. It's about helping you live life fully. Star Physical Therapy, where you're always treated like a star.
When the temperature drops, your car feels it too. If your heat isn't blowing as warm as it should or your engine's running hotter than normal, you could be low on coolant. Stop by Right Tire and Service for a quick winter checkup. We'll inspect your coolant, tire pressure, battery, and wiper blades, all the things that keep you safe and comfortable in cold weather. Don't get caught unprepared this winter. Get it done the right way at Right Tire and Service on West Fort William Street in Sylacauga.
Hungry for fresh, flavorful seafood? Come to Wharf Casual Seafood, your local spot for shrimp, crab claws, mahi-mahi, and all your coastal favorites. Looking for a budget-friendly bite? Check out our tasty lunch specials featuring wraps, salads, shrimp, and more. Wharf Casual Seafood, wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
This is the Star Physical Therapy Halftime Show on the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Star Physical Therapy Halftime Show. Star Physical Therapy, where you don't have to be a star to be treated like one. Jeremy Lowe and Alex Bauman with you courtside. Allen Brewmarket scoring table. A dominant defensive performance, 27-9. The Aggies lead it over Cornerstone, not even in the double digits, Alex. That kind of speaks for itself, what the Aggies have done tonight on the defensive end. But 3 early threes from Eric O'Neal really got this offense going after there was no score for the first 4.5 minutes of the first quarter. And then things started to catch on for the Aggies.
And sometimes that's all you need is you need someone to go in there and knock you down on a three-pointer, to take that lid off the basket, exactly what Eric O'Neal did. Got him going. He's up to 12 points in that first half. Josh Beer has 6. Hayden Hubbard hit that three-pointer at the end of the half. Kenson Threet has 3 off 3 free throws. And then C.J. Franklin quietly has 3 points.
C.J. Franklin not having a, scoring night, but geez, I don't know if you're keeping up with steals on that sheet. It just seems like maybe he's not the guy that taps it, but it ends up in his hands. And he has been the guy who has pushed it across the floor with tempo that has allowed the Aggies to take off into this 27-9 lead.
So the Aggies have 27 points, Jeremy. They also have 27 rebounds as a team.
Jeez.
Josh Beer has 10 rebounds himself. CJ has 6. Corbin has 2. Kinson has 3. Eric has 2. Whetstone has 3. And Sarayan has a rebound himself.
27. As many rebounds as points. That is a heck of a stat here in the first quarter. Obviously, the Aggies, they're physical. They don't have a lot of length, but they have just been the better team on the glass. A little outsized by Williamson and a couple others for Cornerstone. What have they been able to do to get these rebounds?
Getting better position, fighting for those 50-50 balls in the air, and they have done that. They've won that battle, and that's allowed them to keep the possession on offense and really kept Cornerstone, held them to 9 points. They haven't been on the offensive side of the court for, I would say, 80% of the basketball game. It's felt like Sylacauga has just methodically worked the ball around and not force shots. There's no shot clock in high school basketball, so they've just been looking for the best shot and not settling at all. And there was times last year where Sylacauga did settle for some shots, but tonight they've been patient. They've looked for the best shot. They've worked it down low. They've made the defense work, and they've kept the basketball. They've kept control of it. They haven't turned the ball over a lot, only 5 turnovers, and they've handled that pressure well. Talked about it at the top of the broadcast, Jeremy. Coach Jones said 3 things he wants to see his team improve on is shooting, turnovers, and rebounds. Obviously, rebounding is not a problem tonight with 27 rebounds, a large majority of them being offensive. Turnovers, only 5 turnovers as a team. Shooting could be better, missing some three-pointers here and there. Free throw shooting at 58%, still above their season average of 54. But the one thing they still need to improve on, if you're Coach Jones, is the shooting.
Yeah, haven't necessarily shot it great tonight, but we talked about it. When the offense isn't there, the defense. This is the story of last year. When the offense isn't there, the first half versus Selma in the Sweet 16, boy, the offense wasn't there, the defense was there. Offense shows up in nights where the other team's having a hot night. I mean, it just always feels like Coach Joel Jones, Coach Skylar Patterson, and this veteran group of guys always have an answer.
And they also have so many guys that can beat you. C.J. Franklin's been their go-to guy all season long. He only has 3 points, but they're still up 27-9. Eric O'Neal has come out here and scored 12 points. You have guys like Josh Beer that can give you a double-double any night. Tristan Whetstone can give you 10 points. Kenson Threet has shown the ability to score 10-plus points. Sarai McMillan was a stud last year for the JV, and he's just a blossoming star. Joshua Holtzclaw, the same thing. Such a great player on JV last year. Trey Wright, so just does all the dirty work. And they have so many players that can beat you in so many different ways, and that's not even talking about Corbin Patterson, their best defender.
All right, that'll wrap up the Star Physical Therapy halftime show. Your score at the break, 27-9. Aggies on top. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Headed to the big game this weekend? Make Allen Brew Markets your first stop. Grab an ice cold drink, fresh snacks, and top off your tank before you hit the road. With quick service and everything you need in one place, we make game days easy. Wherever the road takes you, start with Allen Brew Markets, fueling fans all season long. That's being all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah. Allen Brew Markets.
Central to you, central to your success. Central Alabama Community College, the official video live streaming sponsor of the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Online at cacc.edu.
Back courtside as we get set to start the second half. 27-9, Aggies lead it. Trying to get out of here on a Tuesday night before the Sylacauga boys basketball team is the Grand Marshal Thursday night for the Sylacauga Christmas parade. I'm not sure I didn't know you could have 13 or 14 Grand Marshals.
Good luck with that one.
I'm sure they will be Grand Marshaled by Coach Joel Jones, and then the rest of the guys will come through. But that is an awesome honor for this Sylacauga men's basketball team. This is the pride of the city in 2025, no doubt.
Maybe they can just get a bus and let them all just roll down the window.
Give them some heat. I don't think it's going to be very warm on Thursday during the Christmas parade. The Sylacauga Chamber of Commerce always does a phenomenal job. Sylacauga Christmas Parade, absolutely one of the best parades in the state. Last year, as this quarter has started, it felt like it was an hour and a half long, and it was a good hour and a half. Just a perfect parade down through downtown Sylacauga. 27-11 as they do come out of the half and hit a bucket. The Aggies moving right to left. Now it's O'Neal in front of the Aggie bench to Franklin. Franklin feeds it over to Patterson, trying to get inside of the zone. It's Cornerstone trying to inch their way back into this ball game. CJ to Patterson, picks up his dribble. Franklin working the left wing, back to Corbin. He'll finally get it down into the corner to O'Neal. Inside, Spear has to turn, keeps the foot pivoted, didn't make the shot, and the rebound tapped around and is controlled by Cornerstone down on the other side. And a tough shot goes for them, as that's Kendall Phillips with the bucket.
If you're Tristan Whetstone, that's how you run that play. Just throw a little bit put more oomph on that pass to Josh Spear rather than lofting it up.
The Aggies turn it over, 27-13. Underneath the bucket, Cornerstone couldn't get a shot up, got too far underneath, and then they threw it away. Aggies setting it up on offense now. As you can tell, the Cornerstone defensive game plan is worked. They want to keep this game out of the 60s. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get to around 40 in this one. As Franklin fires a three, it's short. Franklin's still a little cold tonight. Offensive rebound, Whetstone. Now an offensive rebound, Spear. Neither one of them go, and then the Aggies going to get it back again with O'Neal floating through the air, kissing it off the window, and in the Aggies get this to 29-13. Aggies up by 16 in the third quarter. Franklin swinging it. Whetstone short on the three. Rebound tapped out. Another rebound. Back inside Spear. Kicking it off now to Franklin as the Aggies going to reset it. Whetstone passes. Patterson, three, bottom. 32-13. Corbin Patterson gets the Aggies back in the three-point column as the dribble tipped from behind. CJ skipping it. O'Neal underneath the bucket. The Aggies could get a shot there. As Franklin, no-look feed again. Spear got fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Sylacauga just putting on a clinic moving the ball tonight offensively. It's like watching the old San Antonio Spurs under Greg Popovich or the Warriors with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Spears' free throw is good. He'll have one more. 33-13. Aggies with a 20-point lead. You see Juice Riley still on the bench, still not a full go. Well, he was banged up after a big football season. I know he's excited to get back out here with the Aggies leading 34-13.
A record-breaking football season for Juice Riley. Set a lot of Sylacauga records, didn't he, Jeremy?
Yeah, Juice Riley finished like second in the state or something in yards, or they got a foul right here on Whetstone. He was set up forever. Jeez. Yeah, Juice Riley set some records, dude. And I think he's also, I mean, it's going to be pretty obvious. See, there was a team that came out today. Was it the all-county team?
I know before the playoffs started, he was top 5 in all of Alabama in receiving yards.
He's on the all-county team, obviously. He was the offensive player of the year for the entire Talladega County. It's a three up for Whetstone, no. And another offensive rebound. Boy, Cornerstone's got to be kicking themselves. How many of these points for Sylacauga are second chance points? They'll finally clear this one away. (34-15). Rutledge dribbling. And a three up for him, and it's good. 34-16. That might be the first cheer we've heard from Cornerstone fans this entire ball game, with a deep three from Rutledge with a hand in his face. Inside, Spear, good turn, tough shot. Got it to go, Josh Spear. Doubling up, 36-18.
And with that, Josh Spear has now reached a double-double on the night.
Jeez, Josh Spear having himself a day. Missed shot on the other end. Aggies rush it ahead. Franklin down the lane. The feed into the corner. Whetstone for three, and it's good. A Marble City Pharmacy three-pointer. It's 39-18. Aggies by 21. Rutledge fires another one. High arcing three. Doesn't drop through.
Jeremy, I'm running out of room on my stat sheet for Josh Spear's rebounds.
Hey, geez, he's going back to the free throw line here for two.
He's up to 14 rebounds and 10 points. So 10 and 14 and rolling in the third quarter.
$40-18. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to argue Josh Spear not your star physical therapy star player of the game at the end of the night. We'll hear arguments, but we may not hear them very long. The Spear with the second is good. 41-18. It's just like when they start to suffocate you, and there he is, Josh and Corbin forcing a tie-up as we keep the arrow here. Spear to put it in. He gets it into Whetstone. Makes a great catch on the basketball. Feeds it off to O'Neal. Eric. Dribbled off his own foot. And they'll get it back. Cornerstone reversing course. And then the Aggies foul underneath the bucket. They foul Foster. The whistle will be on Corbin Patterson with Kenson Threet checking in. (41-19). Patterson to Spear. In the corner to Whetstone, who just hit a three. And the Aggies with the ball movement back to Tristan for three. Side of the rim, no. Whetstone's 1 for 4 from that spot. And a three up for Cornerstone. Missed it badly as Whetstone grabs the rebound. No time to even think with CJ going up on the shot. Did they get the foul? I think they did with Franklin.
No, just out of bounds.
Just out of bounds, okay. Like a lot of contact on that drive. Maybe just slapping it out of his hands, so he'll have it. On the baseline, CJ to inbound. Gets it in. Whetstone got the shot to drop. 43-19.
What a change in Whetstone, though. Earlier in the game, he goes up a little bit soft, cries about not getting the whistle. There he goes up strong and gets the easy two.
Spinning and shooting a lefty jumper. Missed it, and rebound by Whetstone again. God, they have just dominated the glass in this game. Cornerstone still under 20 points. Is a minute to go in the third quarter. Good pass inside. Kenson Threet got bumped, gave it off to Patterson, who shoots a jumper that's going to rattle around the rim, fall off, and the rebound tapped out. Last touch by Cornerstone. 43-19. Spear got the feed from CJ and lays it in.
He just sealed off the defender, and CJ Franklin, being the quarterback he is, saw the open man.
A Spear again takes a great feed from Corbin Patterson, and it's 47-19. And they got a timeout by Cornerstone with 29.6 to go. 30 seconds will stay here. As well as the defense for Cornerstone felt like it was playing in the first half, Alex. Well, the Aggies have put up a 20 spot here in the third and are 2 points away from maybe looking at a running clock in the fourth quarter.
And Josh Spear with 16 points, 14 rebounds with a quarter to go. If he plays this fourth quarter, could be on track for a 2020 game, Jeremy. Not sure how many of those there's been in Sylacauga basketball history.
What are we looking at?
16 and 14.
Oh, man, 20. He's got a long way to go to get to 20 and 20.
Not the way he's rebounded the basketball today.
What's higher, rebounds or points?
Points.
So he's 16 and 14. Don't do that to me until he's at like 16 and 18 or 17 and 16. Cornerstone with it with 24 seconds. Driving, shot, missed it. Offensive rebound. How do they get that one back? And here, Corbin Patterson's going to rip it down. KT ahead to Spear. Well, he's at 18-14 now. And the Aggies lead it by 30. As Rutledge at the buzzer didn't get it off. As we'll go to the fourth quarter, 49-19, Aggies on top.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Albia Steers in Sylacauga. From auto and home to life insurance, Albia Steers and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Albia Steers understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trust in a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Albia Steers is there. Call or click for a quote today.
Allen Brew Markets is your hometown stop for everything you need on the go. From hot coffee and cold drinks to snacks, fuel, and friendly service, we're here to keep you moving forward. Proud to serve our community with convenient locations, Allen Brew Markets isn't just a gas station. We're your neighbor. When it comes to great service and hometown pride, we're all in with Allen.
You're all in with Allen, oh yeah. Allen Brew Markets.
Back court side for 8 more minutes of basketball on a Tuesday night. 49-19. Aggies lead it by 30 to start the fourth quarter. Then a kick ball on Jeshua. We'll give it back to the Eagles. Then a charge. We're going the other direction. There we go. We got that on Williams. Red 21.
Hey, Drill. Hey, that's a great call. Hey, Preston, hey, what are we here?
7:05 to go, clock running. We have a hot clock here in the fourth. Kenson 3, able to break the pressure and get it off to CJ. The Aggies, Jace Welch gives it right back. We poked it away. Look up ahead. You got Franklin, who would have been sitting at the rim for a dunk. Instead gets a lay-in, 51-19. Shot no good. Holtzclaw with the board. Josh Spear on the bench. Knight might be done with 18 and 14. Just a crazy night for Josh Spear and a dominating win for the Aggies as KT pops one off the window, got the bank to drop 53-19. And a steal by Franklin. But not much happening for Cornerstone tonight as Holtzclaw able to stay in. Sarayan, the whip around pass to Welch, and what a feed for Sarayan as Welch in the scoring column.
And what a take by Welch, avoids the contact, keeps the ball away so it can't be blocked, and is able to finish.
Good feed by Williams. Surprised they didn't call a foul on McMillan there. 55-21. Racing the other way after a turnover. 55-23 as the floater drops. As Welch again. What a shot for Jace Welch.
And both takes, he's keeping the ball away the whole time, so the defender has no chance at blocking it.
Then a timeout, Cornerstone. That'll stop the clock. We'll take one, too. 57-23. Aggies on top. 4:53 left, fourth quarter.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Coosa Valley MRI in Sylacauga, we combine the latest MRI technology with a caring, compassionate staff that puts you first. Our patients love the comfortable setting, fast appointments, and accurate results their doctors can count on. With convenient hours Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., we're here when you need us. Coosa Valley MRI, where comfort, clarity, and care come together.
Central to you, central to your success. Central Alabama Community College, the official video live streaming sponsor of the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network. Online at cacc.edu.
Want to thank Central Alabama Community College for being a great sponsor here at the Aggie Sports Network. Hubbard and Welch forced the turnovers. Hayden Hubbard back in. Got in, one shot, three-pointer, and he comes back here in the fourth quarter with 4.5 to go. In the corner to Welch from Holtzclaw, back to Jeshua. Driving the overhead pass in the corner for three is no good. That was Zedekiah Leonard on the shot. Here's Welch again, got fouled, and he's going to the line.
These are times in a game last year where we saw someone and Kenson Threet come in the game. It was against Lincoln, and he didn't score 10, 15 points, didn't have 10 rebounds, but he came in, did a lot of the dirty work, and earned himself some minutes later in the season, and even won Star Physical Therapy Player of the Game, Jeremy, in the sub-regional against Beauregard. And Jace Welch right now is giving similar effort, getting those loose balls, getting those rebounds, finishing at the basket, and I'm not trying to speak it into existence. I'm actually trying to for him. Get some more minutes the way he's playing.
(58-23), three up, missed it. Rebound out of bounds on the baseline. That ball tipped into the backcourt. 58-23 your score. What a night. The Aggies, Bauman, remind me, Friday at B.B. Comer, and then
Saturday at Talladega.
At Talladega.
And Talladega is an earlier tip-off For boys, 6 o'clock.
So girls 4:30, boys at 6. You and David McCurley will have that call. Holtzclaw at the rim, got the layup to drop. A dominant performance here at home. And a 3 on the other side, Rutledge, the second time he's done that tonight. The Aggies lead it by 34 with 1:55 to go. Holtzclaw in the corner. Over to Welch, back to Holtzclaw. Off the window on the 3. And it's out of bounds. And stay with the Aggies, boy. I thought we might have gotten away with it over the back right there, but it'll stay with us.
But it's Welch again making that extra effort to try to get the rebound.
So with 1:15 to go. Here's the shot. That one hit the top of the rim. It'll come the other way. Welch trapped in the corner, steps through a double team. Tough shot and one, Jace Welch. Oh.
Love it for Jace Welch. Absolutely love it.
Clock still counting here on the free throw. Welch missed the free throw, and then you got a lane violation. It won't matter. That'll pretty much do it for the ball game. Jace Welch with 6 points here in the fourth. 7 points here in the fourth quarter. As they'll line it up and shake hands, 62-26, your final. We'll be back with a quick Star Physical Therapy postgame show.
When injury slows you down, trust Todd Malone and the caring team at Star Physical Therapy. As owner and lead physical therapist, Todd has built a reputation for helping patients recover quickly, safely, and with confidence. Whether you're dealing with a sports injury, surgery recovery, or everyday aches and pains, you'll find personalized care that gets you moving again. At Star Physical Therapy, it's not just about treatment. It's about helping you live life fully. Star Physical Therapy, where you're always treated like a star.
This is the Star Physical Therapy post-game show on the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network.
Back courtside, Star Physical Therapy post-game show. 62-26, your final. A blowout win here at home. Defense really the highlight for the Aggies, and the offense got going there in the second half. Boy, I tell you, Josh Spear has had the game of the year for the Aggies maybe. Points, rebounds, defense, and just overall a dominating team win, Alex.
A lot of good for Sylacauga. Joel Jones said he wants to see his team do better rebounding and taking care of the basketball. Rebounding, talked about it at halftime, 27 team rebounds. At the end of the game, ended with 38 team rebounds. Lots of those offensively. Had 9 turnovers, a couple of them Coach Jones was not happy about, but still better than what they've been doing all season long, looking at the season average. And then free throw shooting, it's been their Achilles heel all season. 58% at halftime, ends the game at 70%, so well above their average on the year. Shooting, still a little bit to be desired, but you had to be proud of what the team did. The offensive ball movement, really reminiscent of the San Antonio Spurs, moving that ball, making the defense work, attacking, driving and kicking, getting those rebounds, getting those second chance points. I mean, I lost track of how many offensive rebounds they got that turned into second chance points. An all-around great effort from everyone on Sylacauga, including Jace Welch coming off the bench in the fourth quarter and getting 7 points.
It almost makes me want to give him the Star Physical Therapy Star Player of the Game, but boy, Josh Spear was close to a 20-20. And if it was a closer game and you're playing full 8 minutes in the fourth quarter, maybe you could have seen him got there, but he definitely helped the Aggies to this dominating performance tonight. The Aggies turned their attention to a rivalry matchup at B.B. Comer. The first time the Aggies have played at B.B. Comer since, the 2023-2024 season, when B.B. Comer beat the Aggies on their home floor. So, the Aggies will be set and fired up for a rivalry matchup. And then on Saturday night, going to Talladega to play at the Dome. Always going to be fun. Bauman, your final closing thoughts here on this one on the Star Physical Therapy postgame show.
The team did exactly what Coach Jones wanted them to do out of Thanksgiving. There were some rust they had to knock off earlier in the first quarter. Eric O'Neal was able to do that, make those 2 3-pointers, get everyone going. The defense, there was no lax at all. There was no change coming off Thanksgiving break. The rebounding got tons better, even though it was already good, with Josh Spear and Tristan Whetstone holding that down. And the turnovers, I thought Sylacauga did an outstanding job. Honestly, from what I've watched Sylacauga basketball the past 2 years, maybe their best offensive game, not maybe points on the board, but the ball movement and the decision-making when it came to attacking a zone.
All right, Sylacauga B.B. Comer on Friday. Don't miss the Sylacauga Christmas Parade with the Sylacauga men's basketball team, the Grand Marshals of the parade, or the honorary Grand Marshals of the parade. And then Sylacauga and Talladega on Saturday night at 6 o'clock. From Jeremy Law and Alex Bauman, again, your final score, 62-26. Aggies with the win over Cornerstone. This has been the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, a product of Radio Alabama and Sylacauga Athletics. Thanks for listening and watching.
You've been listening to the Coosa Pines Federal Credit Union Aggie Sports Network, home of the Sylacauga Aggies. Presented by Alta Point Health, Coosa Valley Medical Center, and Allen Oil Company of Sylacauga. Sponsored in part by Alta Point, Coosa Valley Medical Center, Allen Oil Company, Star Physical Therapy, Marble City Pharmacy, Sleeping Giant Heating and Cooling, Wright Tire and Service, Toyota of Sylacauga, Central Alabama Community College, State Farm Agent Albia Steers, La Costa Mexican Restaurant, Edward Jones Agent Jesse Gum, Alabama District 33 State Representative Ben Robbins, Donahue Physical Therapy, Sylacauga